Premier League's hard. It's really hard. Hello everyone, welcome back to Fairly Determined FM with me. My name is Chris. It's hard. It's really hard. I ended up skipping. It's hard. So we drew 1-1 with Forest. We lost 1-0 to Man City, which I was actually really pleased with. I was quite happy with just losing 1-0 to Man City. Wolves absolutely dicked us in the Carabao Cup. We lost that 3-0, and then we lost 3-1 at home to Watford. They scored in the 11th minute, and then Ranky Costello equalised in the 12th. And I thought, oh, hang on a minute. Maybe we're not terrible against, sort of lower half Premier League teams. No, we're terrible. We were terrible. And then Arsenal smashed us 4-0. And I was going to bring you today the Brighton and Everton games, but I was in a click-through haze where I was just like, oh my, this is so hard. Before I realised it, I was halfway through the Brighton game, and I thought, oh, hang on, I was meant to record this one. So instead, I'm bringing you Everton and Newcastle today. We did win the Brighton game. However, they did have Francisco Conceicao sent off in the 32nd minute. Now we're sitting in 18th in the league with 4 points from 5, which is, whatever. The squad has changed as well. Deadline day was a bit manic. So let's have a look. I'll just take you through it. You'll see it there. Angus Gunn went to Man City for £25 million. They put an offer in on deadline day with 9 hours to go for Angus Gunn of something like £10 million. And he was like, if you don't accept this offer, I'm going to be really annoyed. I've already had this with Eric Martel. I don't need it again. So I thought, right, I'll do a sensible thing. I'll bump it up to like 25 million. There's no way Man City will pay 25 million for my sort of 3.5-star 30-year-old goalkeeper. They did. They paid 25 million for my 3.5-star 30-year-old goalkeeper, which left us on deadline day without a goalkeeper. So welcome, Stol Dimitrievski, a 32-year-old Macedonian goalkeeper who, attribute-wise at least, is kind of as good as Angus Gunn. He's not as good aerially. His distribution's a little bit worse. He's on 26 grand a week. We got him for 3.5 million out of 25. So, we made a decent profit, and it did actually bump up. It paid for all of our transfers basically this season. I also brought in deadline day signing Pierre Koopmeiners. I needed another midfielder who could tackle, and that is what Koopmeiners can do. He's not very quick, so he's going to be playing in sort of this when we play the 4-3-3, he's going to be playing here, or as the ball-winning midfielder here. He's not going to be running around the pitch like a lunatic. Certainly not in the box-to-box role. Squad-wise, no one's performing really well except for Dimitrievski by virtue of the fact that he's only played 2 games and only let in 4 goals, I guess. Is that a good performance? Probably. But, I mean, you only have to look at the stats comparison in the league. We are the worst team in the league by some distance in a lot of areas. There's not a single player. Well, marking. We're above average in marking and we're above average in jumping. Everything else, we're pretty rubbish. They've still got us down as going down in 19th, though. Yeah. It's hard. The Premier League's hard. I keep saying it, but the Premier League is hard. It's not going to get any easier playing Everton and Newcastle. We're Blackburn. Bear with, just before we get into the Everton game, bear with. I want to see, over the course of the last 5 seasons, what has been the magic number. So 30, 34, 25. 25? Are you kidding? 27, 35. So we're thinking, based on those averages, I'm thinking like 30 points might be enough. That's what, 10 wins? Can we get 10 wins? So far, that's actually given me a little bit of confidence. That has 10 wins. We can get 10 wins, probably. I'm going to switch it up ever so slightly. I've been training this tactic for a bit, and I just want that. I want a little bit more defensive stability. The 4-4-2 wasn't really giving us that. So, and it's part of the reason why I brought in Koopmeiners, so that he can sit in this sort of like defensive midfield role. So 4-1-4-1 is horribly defensive, but I think with the pace that we've got on the wings, and again, we're not very quick generally, just two central midfielders on support and then an anchor man, I think that gives us a little bit of, does it? So a lot of our dangers are going to be coming down this left-hand side. We got Alexa on the complete wing back and Ranky Costello cutting into this space where Patterson will hopefully be putting some pressure on the defenders. Parrott coming up this side, getting crosses in for Alexa and Ranky Costello to get onto, and Patterson as well. But we've got this very, very stable base of Travis, Zeke and Koopmeiners who aren't going to be moving much past this. So there's going to be a lot of work on here for these guys out on the left and Patterson. But I think it will give us that defensive stability. If we can be harder to beat, if we can stop conceding 3-4 goals a game, I think that's a good thing. 20 minutes gone. It's still 0-0 here at whatever Everton's ground is these days. I think they've moved at this point, actually. We've got a highlight here, and we're on the ball. Para has played in Patterson. Is Patterson going to open? Oh, he's nearly opened his account. No, he has scored already. Nearly opened the scoring today. It's a good save from Pickford. Other Edwards is going to swing this corner in. As Patterson is over the bar. Poor header. That's good. That is good from us. That is good from us. I like what I'm seeing here. We're not having too much of the ball, but when we do have it, we seem to be working it quite nicely. Everton, though, are going to come out from the back here. And I think McIntyre's on that. He is. McIntyre plays it forward to the other Edwards. The other Edwards going to get that ball forward to Para, and Para has tried to play in Patterson once again. Doesn't quite come off this time. Vasquez gets under that, heads it onto Zeet. Here's Travis, back to Vasquez. It's Patterson, and he's in. He's turned his man. Patterson blazes it over the bar. Oh, my word. Patterson, you've just got to calm down, mate. This is really good from us, though. This is the best I've seen us play in all of the games, including the game against Brighton. We won that, but it was only, they had 10 men, so it's kind of hard to decide. It's kind of hard to intuit whether that was a good performance or we just got lucky because they had 10 men. This, 11 against 11 against a good Everton side, 0-0 at half-time. We've had 9 shots with 2 on target, better XG. Happy, very happy. Let's get back out there for the second half. More of that, please, guys. That was really good. I sound surprised. No, frankly, I am. Yeah, that's some really good. Oh, Travis, no. Oh, I thought that was a red card. It was a 2-footer, that. I'm amazed he stayed on the pitch. Everton go wide. I go close with the free kick. Everton are going to come at us here, I feel. They are. Valentin Rosier. What a lovely name that is. Oh, Gildin. Dimitrievski. Poor from Dimitrievski. We've seen nothing from Everton all game. And then just that one moment, I've come in and Dimitrievski has had a shocker. That's really unlucky, I think. I think we played better than this. They nearly make it 2, just over the bar. Highlight. Pickering has nicked that ball. Alexa now plays it into Coop Miners. Here's Vasquez back out to Alexa. Back to Vasquez. Coop Miners. Vasquez are just having a little game amongst themselves. McIntyre's bringing the ball out of defence. He finds Ida, who plays back to Buckley, and here's Zeet. Pascal Zeet is in. He's chipped the keeper. It's in. What a goal from Pascal Zeet. Get in. Come on. What a goal that is. What a goal. McIntyre bringing the ball out of defence, finds Adam Ida. Adam Ida gives it back to Buckley, who plays in Zeet. And then Zeet, I think it's a one-touch. He is outside of the area. Just lobs it over Jordan Pickford. What a goal that is. Come on, boys. You cannot say we haven't deserved that, because that was a really, really good game of football, I think, from us. 1-1. Good stuff. Really good stuff. 1-1. Get in. Look at that. 5 points. Right, we need 25 more points now for the rest of the season. Whoa. Pascal Zeet. Goal of the month. I'm so happy. I'm so happy with that. Newcastle currently sitting in 9th. We are up against it in this one for sure. The press don't have much faith in us. Rankin Costello is injured, so he's going to come out, and we're going to welcome back Alex Myton, who is also slightly unfit but can play 45 minutes. All right, Alexa, you go up there. We'll have Pickering on, and then we'll bring on Myton for the second half. Adam Ida's going to start over Patterson. Patterson did play well without scoring last time out. I just want to keep Adam Ida, happy and match fit. And apart from that, I think I'm going to keep it the same. Other Edwards played really well. It'd be unfair to drop him immediately again for Menino. And apart from that, there's not really many changes to make. We do have a space on the subs bench. Let's welcome Joel Matip to the bench. Right. Lineup is largely the same. You've just seen me make the changes. I'm not going to go through it. Here we go. First highlight of the game goes Newcastle's way. They're just knocking it around at the back, but Adam Ida was pretty quick there. He could have potentially have nicked in, but it wasn't to be. Newcastle keeping the ball quite nicely. It's early on. It's just 3 minutes on the clock, roughly, and they seem to be they're playing quite cautiously. I think Newcastle just passing it slowly around. They're in. It's 1-0. I say cautious. They've done us there. It's the pace of it, I think, that's quite a step up from where we've been before. The pace of the Premier League, and you see it in real life as well, but the pace of the Premier League is so incredibly elevated when you compare to where we have been and the players we've been playing against. You know, like this guy, Sesko, is just causing us all sorts of problems. Alan Saint-Maximin, you know, in real life and in the game, is rapid. You've got to be really on your game positionally to not let goals like we've just conceded happen. But we're doing quite well for ourselves here with the except for that pass. I jinxed it. I did. Newcastle now will build from the back. Coop Miners finds Saint-Maximin. And there's that set. We've got so much space in the middle. That's going to be 2. Why have we got so much space? He's just nicking in between our defensive line. We're going to get diabolically destroyed here. Narrow this down a bit. Like the gaps in between our defence are incredible. It's 2-0, and you got to say it's been pretty poor from us. Newcastle again, and he's in again. This guy, I'm gonna have to put a marker on him. Coop Miners. I mean, it's too late now, but Coop Miners, I just want you to sit on that guy. He's just causing us problems. We've had no shots. 25 minutes gone, no shots, not much of the ball. Yeah, not our best performance. This is terrible performances all over the pitch. Defensively, I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know how that guy has gotten in that. I don't know how we've left that big of a gap twice. I think the changes I've made seems to have addressed it, but that was just piss poor, guys. Right, Alexa, we'll give Martin his 45 minutes, get him some match fitness. It's not going to matter, is it? Like, we're not coming back from this. Harry Pickering, Alexa can go. No, Harry Pickering stays out, I think. We'll put McIntyre out on the left, and we'll bring on Matip for Pickering in the middle. And that'll be that. And then we'll just see what we can do in the second half. I'll go positive. Why not? We're already 2-0 down. Doesn't make much of a difference, is it? Swung in. They've given away a penalty. For God's sake. Come on, guys. Of course it's a penalty. Why push him? Why? Great save. Another free kick, and it is 3-0. Christ almighty. I'm not going to bring you the rest of this game because I can feel myself getting frustrated. So I'll see you at the end and I'll let you know what the score was. After the third goal, I think they gave up. And it finished 3-0. Just horrendous from us. Absolutely horrendous. Dimitrievski let in 3 goals and still got 7.4, I think, because he saved a penalty. But that was, I'm not going to swear. I'm far from pleased. McIntyre, you're getting fined. Parry, you're getting fined. Vasquez, you're getting fined. All right then. What terrible run of games are we going to come back for? We've got some awful games coming out. Oh, Wolves who have already stuffed us 3-0. Chelsea, Spurs, Villa, Liverpool and Burnley. Ugh. God, none of those look like fun. None of them at all. Right, I'm going to zoom ahead a little bit, I think. I'm going to come back for Fulham and West Ham. Honestly, I don't see the sense in bringing you the games against the top 6 because we're going to get battered. And that's no fun, really, watching that happen. I'd rather bring you the games where I think we've got a chance of pulling a result out of our asses. So we will play the teams who might still be around us, Fulham and West Ham, in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know what you thought down in the comments. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And I will see you soon for some more Manager's Journey. Cheers. Bye.